Good day to one and all. Oh, it's that time now. I literally haven't stopped since I've finished the fridge, which you would have seen on my last vlog. I've sat down and did editing and stuff. So now I'm straight up because I've got to deal with dinner. So Dan ideally would have liked bangers and mash and beans. He's craving beans. But I'm thinking there's a little bit of leftover curry sauce, tiny little bit of rice, whether I bother with the rice or not, you know. But the curry sauce, so I'm thinking, well, jacket potatoes will be better. That way Dan can have sausages and beans on his jacket. So, yeah, today's been quite a long day, if I'm being totally honest. Not the day I was expecting today, probably not the day Dan was expecting today, but the weather had a massive contribution to today, especially with like our travel trolls video, you know, and just stuck in the van because it's been raining all day. Anyway, we're not moaning, it's a good day. Now this is where I keep my potatoes. Once I buy a brand new bag, I keep them in here. So it's all nice and airy, you know. Now these ones, bought them, when did I buy them? I don't know, 3-4 days ago. And they're fine because it hasn't been hot. Right, so I need to oil these up. I'm going to just do it in the tray. I'm going to bake them in the air fryer for an hour, 190. Or do them on 200, it don't matter. Right, so I need to get some decent sized jackies out. They're not decent size. I do always like to cook a few extra potatoes because Dan will pick at them later, or we both do, or they're actually quite nice the next day. So there's tiny bubby rabbits out there. They're the cutest little things, like tiny whiny little things. Right, so I think that will be fine. I'll put one more on. Right, that'll be fine. I'll tell you what, I am actually feeling quite tired now. I don't know why. It's just been one of them days, I suppose. Especially with the weather. I didn't even want to get up out the bed this morning, but hey ho. Right, so excuse the hands now. I do like to rub the oil all over the potato like that. So your salt and pepper sticks. There we go. Yeah, so I'll probably just have some curry sauce on this. There's no meat in that one now. It's just literally curry sauce, which I think will be nice. Just been discussing cameras. So I think Dan's got a new one coming. I don't know when it's coming. I've been editing my videos and the volume on them are just awful. It's just not right at all. So I do apologise for any inconvenience there. But as soon as we get a new one for the travel trolls, I'll get the travel trolls old one. So although it's not great, well, it's better than this. Don't ever mind a jacket potato dinner. Let me just stick you up. It's such a cheap dinner, isn't it? Let's be real. And easy. I used to hate the thought of having a jacket potato. Be once a year I'd have one. But once you got it in front of you, it's actually really tasty. Right, 190. I'm going to put that on for a full hour. Make a start, and then I've got some sausages to be doing as well. Tin of beans. Another can out my drawer. Decided for me, I'm not wasting food, so I have some good rice there. It was put straight into the fridge, not hot, and I've got all this curry sauce. You definitely don't want a dribble of curry. Mix it in with your beans.
All I don't want to mix it in with my beans.
Spicy beans.
I want beans and sausages. That's what my urge is. That's what I'm enjoying nowadays.
Okay.
I want to live off beans and sausages every day.
Right. There you go then. So this curry hasn't got meat in. I didn't mind the meat though. That is nice, tasty meat the way I do that with the marinade on that. Yeah, definitely. That's a massive meal. I'm not wasting that. I'll just reheat that in the mic. So whenever we have jacket potatoes, I always sit here to grate the cheese because this takes a month in Sundays. We do have a lot of cheese. So, not excessive amount, but because it's hard work with me wrist and everything. So, here we go. Let's put you on full speed, yeah, and see how quick this takes me. I gave up on full speed, but there you go. I think that should be enough. I think I'm in trouble. Oh no. You can't have a jacket potato without butter, can you? You got to have that butter to mash into it. I've got no butter. Not even a teaspoon, not even a crumb. I've just remembered. Well, you can't use olive oil, can you? Can you use olive oil? Tiny little drop. Oh no, there's no butter. Anyway, today what I think I am going to do is put these sausages in the oven because there's just too much going on over here. Too many potatoes on the go. So I'm just going to, because otherwise it means taking the potatoes out, cooking the sausages, then dumping it all back in, cleaning it all first, dumping it all back in, reheating it. I'll just do the sausages in here. That's not the only dilemma in your life.
What?
Right, there is a serious dilemma going on here today. Right, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Go on.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Good news.
Good news. Good news, we do actually have some munchies tonight. But we've only got one bag of crisps and one chocolate bar. You get to pick which one you'd like and I have the other one.
Is that the good news?
That's the good news. Which one would you like? We do like our munchies after our dinner. Which one would you like?
None of them.
Thank you. Solved. Right, the bad news.
I don't want any bad news.
Right, you know how jacket potatoes, how you make a jacket potato? And you use like butter and mash it all in?
I don't know, but go on.
We ain't got no butter. I forgot. Well, I know. And they don't sell it down at the shop. Do you think olive oil, or shall I just leave it and mash it up anyway and then cheese it? But
mash and cheese and yeah, just have to wetten it with mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? You got beans?
Yeah, but that's gonna.
Shall I use a tiny little drop of olive oil? Like, I mean, a minute.
I don't know.
No, I know, I don't either. It's not turning out well. This is
why
it.
we should be having chips.
This is why I need to go shopping. Chips? Well, that's another story. I don't have chips either. Let me know in the comments what you would do. I'm in two minds about the olive oil business, if I'm honest. I do think that might be a little bit disgusting. They don't sell milk. What about a little drop of milk? I don't know. It could work just to make it mashy, you know. We'll see. Yeah, could work. See, these are the dilemmas we sometimes have that I haven't been filming, and we don't film on the travel trolls. So I'm glad to be back. Are you glad I'm back? Giving you more trouble than what it's worth. Anyway, Dan's gone down for a parcel. I think it's going to be a good one. So I'm about to now get the travel trolls camera. So Dan's back, he's got his parcel. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to go on to the travel trolls and find out what it is. Woohoo! But I will tell you, talk about woohoo. See, I get excited about the simple little things like simple butter. So I've been kindly gifted some butter, not to borrow, but to actually keep. Who was it from, darling? Tracy, the lovely Tracy and Dave. So thank you very much. They've helped me out loads, actually, if I'll be totally honest. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Right, nearly ready. I'm going to show you what I do with my jacket potatoes. Right, so I'm going to take 2 out. I do this all the time. It makes it better. Right, cut them. Right, so we're going to cut them. They definitely need crisping up now on the outside, but they are actually cooked. So this is now where I'll turn the heat, whack the heat up. So get it all mashed up with a little bit of butter. And then what I tend to like to do is put a little bit of cheese in. I do this every time. Honestly, it makes it really tasty. So the air fryer is actually off now at the minute. Just tiny little bit of cheese in each one. Right, so this is what I like to do. Once you've got it all mashed up with your butter and stuff, you know, no one wants a hard jacket potato, do they? Mash it up with a bit of butter and put some love into it. Add a tiny little bit of cheese, not much, just tiny little bit like that. Scoop it all back up like that. I then put this back into the air fryer, switched off, and they will keep warm in there. Just waiting for the sausages to cook, and then once the sausages cook, I will whack that up on full whack to crisp it up a bit, and then add a bit of cold cheese on top. Can't beat it, honestly. They're the best jacket potatoes in the world. It's massive, I tell you, it's massive. It's all leftovers. I'm just making use of it. Now, I definitely ain't going to be eating all that, but I did want a potato with it. So I've just reheated those. So I'm going to have a potato. Yeah, definitely can't eat. I want the smallest one. This one looks small. So I'll have one of those. And I might put one sausage on there. Right, so I'm having my dinner first. Dan, look at that, look. Dan's getting a little bit carried away with his new boy's toy. So I'm going to do a little bit of salt. Do you know what? We never used to ever have salt. And now I've gotten back into the habit of adding it to my meals. They need refilling. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, so we've got them, well, me particular, I've got them back into the habit of just, it's only tiny sprinkling, but I wish I just stayed away from it, you know. Yeah, gosh, yeah, this meal was massive. I'll eat this section. So yeah, Dan's playing with his boy toys, so, but I'm hungry. I want to get sorted. Made myself a nice cup of coffee. And I just got to get up and do Dan's dinner when he's ready. So there we go. There's my tea. So it's the next day. Good morning, good day, good everything to one and all. Oh, excuse me, sorry. We've just had one of those days today. Seriously not ungotten. Seriously not gotten. I can't talk. Seriously not got nothing productively done today on the travel trolls. So it looks like we're not going to have a proper full vlog on there again now today. Just struggling with content, and we've been messing about so much with the laptops, all the settings and everything. So we got a new laptop. That's what the little gift was, what Dan went to pick up yesterday. Not gift, we weren't gifted it, parcel I mean. Right, anyway, so we're both a bit fed up with big dinners. So we're both going to have cheese and ham toasties today. Already got me shopping, and I got some ham to use. So I've got a Lurpak today, Lurpak. Now, as kindly as Tracy gave me some clover yesterday, it did job on the jackies, but you can't beat Lurpak, can you? All cold, slapped on as much as possible. Love it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just preparing some cheese and ham toasties. I'm just going to wrap them up in cling film or foil or whatever. Now, the only downside with this is you only get five slices of ham. We bought this when we were on the last campsite. There's plenty of date still left on it. Yeah, so I definitely want a bit of butter today. Oh, I need cheese later. Yeah, so this ain't about making a cheese toasty. I'm just turning the camera on, saying good day to one of all. Do you know, I can't talk. Saying good day to one and all of you. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's just been because it's been a sort of a mind-boggling day today, and I'm one of these that my brain can't take too much. don't know if it's old age or I'm going senile or something. So yeah, I'll bring you down. Bring us down, Mazzy. So once again, so what have I done? I put my second video up on my channel last night. What was it called again? Oh yeah, the stinky old fridge. That was actually a good vlog. I watched that this morning just to double check, because I didn't watch it before I'd putting it on, just because you usually have to make sure there ain't no mistakes. I didn't watch it, so I watched it quickly this morning. Thought it was quite a good vlog, so if you haven't seen that, please go over. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm so still overwhelmed with like the love and support I've gotten from all of you. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've already been in the knife drawer, Mazzy. Yeah, I'm still overwhelmed with like all the love and support I've gotten from you all. It's just amazing. I'm over 150 now new subscribers. I wouldn't say new, they're probably old ones coming back within the last not even 48 hours. So that's nice to get all them back again. Get you all back again, sorry. And just the love and support in the comments, it's just so nice. Say hello to my viewers. Ain't everybody been so wonderful on my channel, babe? It's just been overwhelming, to be honest. So I've been saying to Dan though, he needs to start with his deep digger Dan, Mum, which I'm looking forward to because it means clearing out some junk. Yeah, the sooner he cracks on with his Deep Digger Dan channel, the sooner we can get rid of some junk out of there. Do you know what? I feel really confused today. Really confused. I don't know. I do go like that though with my. I know it's thyroid, so I know I do. Right. Anyway, here we go. Actually, I'm due now for me annual check. You always get the text messages, don't you? Oh, you're due now for your annual check and all this. Such a pain. But I think it's every 6 months actually. But last year I didn't go for mine, for me annual one, for my medication sort of checkup and everything. I slyly sort of got out of that, and it's hard to get out of that. And they threaten you as well. If you don't go, if you don't book it up, they will stop your medications. They won't send you out no more prescriptions. But luckily for me, my doctor overrided it, and I was still actually getting my prescription because I have to have it, you see. So that was lucky. Right, so I don't have no pickle or anything for this. So I think I'm gonna do tiny, should I do mustard? Tiny sweeping of mustard. I'll tell you what, I'm also due as well. Received a letter. Is it every 3 years for your smear test? So yeah, I'm due one of them as well. I don't know. I'll get there, I suppose. I'll book it up one day. To be fair, I don't usually like to book my smear test unless if you feel like something majorly is wrong, which I did have a few problems actually over the Christmas, but I'm not going to go into that. But I'm okay at the minute, and I feel like if you're okay, don't go for that smear test, because when then something is wrong with you, they won't do a smear test and check you out properly, because you're only allowed that one every 3 years or 4 years, and that's your lot. Right, that's Dan's sandwich done. One sandwich. There we go. Right, I won't cut that actually, because I don't cut it until I've cooked it. Yeah, so I'm just going to wrap these up. Got a new cling film. Actually, I will use the old one. So I'll tell you what else I did watch this morning, which now, for you guys, the video is actually going to go on tonight. I finally got round to watching the last year's holiday vlog that I did, all the unseen footage that you haven't seen. So I finally got round to watching that this morning. I think it was about an hour. No mistakes, which was good, because I probably roughly edited that just so I could store it and keep hold of it for another day. I'm really losing it. I really do not know what I'm doing. I have no idea why. Yeah, and I was actually really surprised. That was a really good vlog as well. So, like, for you guys, that's going on tonight. But if you haven't not tonight for you now, but for me tonight, that's going on for you now. So if you haven't seen that, go back to my last video. That'll be my holiday one. I quite enjoyed that. It made me want to go back on holiday. Oh yeah. But I did have big plans this morning. I said to Dad, I said to him what I was doing and everything. And it just didn't turn out to be that day. I said I was going to go and do my Brad Monday video, but actually that's quite a difficult one, because if I'm reacting to him, I've now got to try and get the two screens on the one screen, so to say. And that's not as easy as you think. So yeah, but I will do it. I'm going to try and give it a go tomorrow. Right, only 5 pieces of ham. It's well tight, isn't it? Anyway, I'll give Dan 2 in each. It means I've got 1. Having brown bread today. I do like brown bread. I also like the seeded sensation. So I had loads of, like I said, loads of positive comments, feedback, and so many of you can't wait for me to do this curry. So totally from scratch and show you how to do it. It's dead easy once you get to know how to do it, and I would never go back to using a jar. But don't get me wrong, there's no harm in using a jar or doing it like I used to, what I thought was a homemade curry. I knew it wasn't, because I went adding all the spices. I was just using the paste, Patek's paste. You know, it was still kind of homemadey. All the spices are just in the jar. But there is still no harm in ever doing a curry like that. You're still going to get a lovely result. So never going to knock anyone that don't actually do something properly from scratch. So, but yeah, once you do learn how to make a proper one, you won't go back. I know damn well I won't anyway. Right, there we go. That's 2 for Dan. I think I'm just going to have 1. Yeah, I'm just going to have 1 sandwich. So talking about my hair, I had some lovely comments from you guys about my hair, to leave it. Definitely leave it till the year in August. Oh, excuse me, sorry. And somebody had said, actually, I did forget. Now, I honestly haven't been to a hairdresser's in all them years. But then I did have that lady come to me in Spain. Would I class that as really going to the hairdressers? I wouldn't, but don't get me wrong, she did come and do my hair. So yeah, I had forgotten about that one. But a lot of yous liked that hair, you see, whereas I'm going to be honest, although it kind of fixed the rubbish hair that I had at that particular time, I wasn't happy with it. I wouldn't say exactly I was happy with it at all. It just wasn't me. It just didn't feel like me. But anyway, yeah, I'm still going to leave my hair. I'm not going to be tempted, not until at least August anyway. I really want to give it a go and get a good sort of hair growth and hair condition on it and stuff. I am one of these though. I just get in these fads, and one day I'll just wake up and I'll be like, this hair's driving me mad, and I'll just do something crazy. Is that all the cheese we got then? That's all I got. I didn't buy no cheese. Well, I'm only trying to feed us for, what is it, a week now? Might be a week, less than a week, might be just under a week. So I might as well just use that on the toasties now then, mightn't I? No point putting that back in the fridge. Yeah, so I'm only trying to feed us now for 1 week, and in that time I'm trying to clear out fridges and stuff and cupboards. I say clearing out the cupboards. So I had a great idea. Let's do some hot dogs. Bought a bunch of onions so I can get rid of a couple of tins of the hot dogs out the drawer. No rolls turned up this morning. I was fuming. Oh, never mind. No substitutes either, and that's what happens when you don't go and do your own shopping, innit? Just annoying. Anyway, stop moaning, Mazzy. Actually, no, I've actually had a really good day today, and it looks like I might be getting a new. It's not a new camera. I'm not getting a new camera. It's just I'm then going to get the Travel Trolls camera as of tomorrow. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Hopefully that's the way it's going to go. Later down the line now, I have said to Dan, and he's got to stick with his promise on this one as well, that I will be getting a brand new camera also for Mazzy as well, because the Travel Trolls one, although it's better than the one I'm on, it's rubbish. It's just, it keeps losing. I mean, this is the whole point why we're having to get a new one. It keeps losing sound and stuff. Right, there we go. That's 3 sandwiches made. I will ask Dan if he'd like a little handful of chips with that, but he probably won't. He's got enough there. Ooh, I bought some lovely loads of big amount of munchies today. I do like a little treat in an evening. I do. Right, anyway, let me wrap these up and get them in the fridge. So how I'd usually do these is in a frying pan, actually. I find that they make a really good toasty. But today, I might use the George Foreman, or I do actually have a proper toasty machine where, you know, like where it's got like the 2 triangles and stuff. I always remember having them made for us when we were kids. Bring back lovely memories, that does. Oh, there we go, a big stack of sandwiches ready to cook. Just gonna wash these couple of bits. Something I've always just done, is just always wash up as you go along, especially living in a caravan or motorhome. Just get it done out of the way. Right, got the George Foreman down ready. Do like cooking on the George Foreman. Right, next little job I've got to just quickly do. Let's fill up my salt and peppers. Actually, I'll check them all. Yeah, I'll check them all. Right, which one's this? Pepper, yeah, that needs restocking. They all probably do. That's why I'm doing it. Salt, yeah. This now, I think the pepper on this one is empty. They're hard to get out. They're just like little tiny rubber things. And I'm one of these, I cannot do anything with my fingers. I bite my fingers and it just prevents me from doing anything petitely. But am I even describing that right? Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, that need doing. Right, here we go. Peppercorns. I do find I like to have the peppercorn grinder and then like just the black nice pepper, because it depends what you're cooking, doesn't it? I think with a grinder it goes different with different foods, if that makes sense. I don't know, that's my theory on it anyway. Right, pink Himalayan salt. That's gonna last me forever. It's stupid amount, and it's quite irritating actually, because it's taken up my drawer. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, Mazzy. There we go. So with this salt grinder, actually, I do find this one hard to grind. I don't know if like the salt is too big. They're probably a bit too big, because I know you can get different kind of coarseness, can't you? See, it does go, but yeah, it's quite difficult. Right, let's get this one on. And I do believe that that's all I'm going to be doing today. It's not like me, is it? I normally got loads to do, but I just think with this laptop business now this morning, it's just kind of done my head in. It's taken up all my day. Then I had shopping to put away. Who hates putting away shopping? Right, what I have been finding though, this pepper one here, it doesn't come out quick enough or enough for me. So what I've been doing is just taking the lid off and go. I just love pepper, okay? Did have to buy a new one this morning though. So here we go. Yeah, I'll probably go through, I don't know, I could probably go through one of these a week alone on my own. Last but not least, I'm just going to fill my sugar and coffee jar up. Then I think I'm done today. So it's not been that exciting so far today, has it? Like I said, though, I haven't really had the opportunity to vlog as such. That's going to take the whole bag. Totally empty. Brilliant job. 2 of those. Oh, will I get the second one in? See if I will. Yeah, perfect. I am one of these, I will panic as soon as my coffee goes down a little bit. I panic. I do panic with the coffee situation and the toothpaste situation. Right, I am going to leave this one here. And this one might be a little bit shorter, actually. I don't know. So, but I hope you've still enjoyed it and come back tomorrow. Hopefully now for tomorrow's vlog for you, that I'm probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, would have gotten the Brad Mondo one done. I'm really intrigued to doing that one. But anyway, I'll discuss that one on the video if I get around to vlogging that one. Right, gonna love you and leave you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!